It. We struggle, so you shouldn't. Hi all. So another ethical hacking video. So this video is regarding a lab called Cybersploit from World Hub. Actually, I'm planning to combine like around 5 labs, like two or three Linux labs and to Windows machines. So we will compare it and see how we are dealing with like when trying to hack, like how the procedures work, how we are like the commands, how we are applying, which commands to choose, which areas we need to focus. So these kind of things we'll be having a so without further ado, let's start. But I'm sure after watching this one particular video, like around all 5 videos included together, after that you will see even no matter what, whether you are a beginner or like you just started now and you are halfway, but you will see the change after you learn it, because I'm not going to just play the video like showing you the labs, and I'm not going to end like that. In this video, I will show you how I'm taking notes and how I'm learning it, how I'm comparing. So after that, I will post the notes as well. So like every time you can't do the lab and get it into your mind, right? So like when time passes, like we might be forgetting. Even I'm forgetting. So what I'm doing is like I will have a summarization after every lab I every steps. Like I will be noting down the commands, but uh, together with the command input and outputs, like I can't quickly go through that one. So what I do is I summarize. Okay, this is where I got stuck. This is where I'm planning to move on. So this kind of things I will like the reasons why I'm choosing this particular command. So why I'm not using the previous command, why I approaching this way. So these kind of things I'm going to share my experiences on this. Okay, so mainly this video is like I think this is going to be the third video in that particular combination of lab. Anyways, we'll see. I'm not sure where I'm going to include this when I'm editing. Most of the time, I'll be editing it in the. I'll be adding this in the second or third video, third lab in one particular combination video. Okay, it will be a whole video, but you can watch it. So these links I will be sharing with you all. So this is one hub. The machine is there. So Cybersploit, and you can see the download link here. Okay. So this is the download option, and you can download this mirror link. Okay. So once this machine is downloaded to your uh, PC, you can double click on that one. Okay, on this OVA file, you can see it's a OVA file. So when you double click on that, it will be automatically added to your virtual machine. Let's say here in my VM. So you can see I'm not showing because I have already added that one, the OVA file. So this is the Cybersploit machine. So right click and let me start that one. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm already before starting the lab, I just went through what I was doing earlier. So the Kali machine already running, okay, which is my Linux machine, Linux VM. And now you can see how the Ubuntu Cybersploit machine is starting. So meanwhile, let me explain what we are going to do. So let's say now we already have two machines, okay. One is Kali, another one. Okay. Both are Linux VMs. So Linux machines. So here in this scenario, just consider it as a separate machine. From my Kali machine, I am going to hack this Ubuntu machine. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the root access of this Ubuntu machine. Okay, root access is the like access like admin access. So that is what we are planning to do. So initially what we need, first step, we need to scan our Kali machine's IP. Okay, and the network. So after scanning the IP, we can scan the network and figure out what is the Ubuntu machine's IP. Okay, because since both machines are in the same network, so we can easily find the Ubuntu machine's IP. Next step, we are going to do the nmap scanning. Okay, why we are doing the nmap scanning? We need to figure out what are the ports open in the Ubuntu machine. So after finding the ports, we can have an idea whether we can go through, utilize that port and reach the Ubuntu machine or not. Okay, this is the basic step whenever like Ubuntu or Windows or whatever it is. Initially, we are going to do these things. So the commands and all I'll be showing you when I'm doing it. You can see. Okay. For now, just have an idea what we are planning to do. So after that, you will be having an idea. So every time whenever you try this lab, you can open a notepad in the same machine, and also in the Kali machine itself, the notepad, and also the terminal and the browser. Okay, so this is what I'm planning to do. Okay, and I'm following. This really helps. So like when I go through the terminal, I will check, I will scan and get some outputs. So the complete output from each command, right? Let's say I'm planning to check the nmap. So when I see the nmap output, it's like a full list, whole pages of information will be there. So I can't think with seeing those kind of things. So what I used to do is from my terminal, I will copy the main points and I will put it in the notepad. So when I'm thinking for the next step or what does this output means and how I can approach for the next step, so I will look into the notepad and I will have an idea. So this way it's easier for me. I'm following it, but if you don't want to do that, it's fine. You can go through the terminal and do it. The same output it's going to be, but I'm just copying the main points what I'm utilizing. Okay. So let me just clear the screen and I will show enough. I think the intro is enough. Okay. So the Ubuntu machine and this one, the Kali machine. Let me log in. You can see this one when I tried previously, I have gone through what is happening and all. So in order to teach you only. So I can close these things. Okay. So this is the commands which I was working on. Same things I'm going to close everything and let's begin as like from beginning. Okay, so this is my notes. As I told, I'll be taking notes on the notepad, right? So this is what it, the important ones, how I approach those kind of things I'm using it. Let me add a new one for you. Okay, so you can have an idea, that's the reason. So Basically, just start the terminal first. Click on it and let me zoom in. Okay. And from here, you can click on session and add one more, okay, in case if we need it. So this is my usual habits, and I'm clicking on the browser. It will open a browser. So let's get into it. So the first step is I just wanted to check in my Kali machines network how many other VMs or other PCs I'm having. Okay, so what I can do, sudo arp-scan -l. Okay, this will show you what are the PCs or devices in your network. So provide the password, you can see. Okay, so here this is my IP. Okay, 10.0.2.3. The 2.1 could be, it's showing locally administered, and 2.2 is there, 2.6 is there. So most probably the 10.0.2.6 is going to be our target, the Ubuntu machine. Okay, so let's see how we can check that one. So ping 10.0.2.6, it's pinging. Okay, and to confirm, let's do a basic nmap scan. Okay, nmap hyphen, usual one, what I am following is hyphen st hyphen v 10.0.2.6. Okay, so this is a basic TCP scan. So I'm not going to explain like nmap switch options like this st. You can see these ones are called the switches. There is st, sv, sn. So there's a lot of things. A. So these kind of things are there. Those things you don't need to know by now. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. When we have a look into the nmap video, at that time I will share those information. So for now, I'm doing the basic scanning -st -v 10.0.2.6. If not, let me try -a also. Okay, just to demonstrate you. So you can see here the 10.0.2.6 is having some open ports. Okay, so it's basically SSH port 22 and HTTP port 80. So if you see HTTP port 80, you can have an idea in your browser that particular IP will open. Okay, so as I told, I'm copying some important points. So that's it. So this is, since this is a basic scanning, you don't see a version in it, right? So next step, what you can do, similar to my one, you can like -a is all port scan. Okay, in nmap. So it will scan all the ports, and it's going to be very similar. Okay, you can skip this one as well. If not, just run. So now we have the output map -a 10.0.2.6. We have scan. So TCP port open SSH Debian Ubuntu machine. Okay, copy this one. Next, same Apache HDD. Copy it as well. Okay, so this is a basic lab, so you don't need to worry about it. It's just a simple thing only. I can do it within like 10-15 minutes, but I'm just planning to show you how it works. Okay, So after nmap scanning, you can either go for this one like hyphen sv hyphen sc and hyphen t4 and hyphen v 10.0.2.6. Okay, so let me show you actually what this command means. Like sv is the version scan, sc is the script scan, and point it. Okay, so this one sv is the version scan. Okay, so next one sc is for script scanning. If there are any vulnerable scripts going on, you can just have a look at. If there are any vulnerable scripts or anything in the machine, you can get them. It will be pointing out. And hyphen T4 is like, for example, when you are trying to attack a machine, right? So in a real environment, they won't be like, they won't appreciate that act, right? So hyphen T4 is like average time speed. So it's like T1, 2, 3 like that. So T4 you can use, it's like average speed. So in case if the speed is high or like very much traffic is like someone is trying to hack into another system, so at that time the alarms could, they might, the target, from target end they might have a look, right? So in order to avoid those issues, we are just going through hyphen T4. It's the average time speed. And hyphen V explains the verbose. So which is like in-depth idea, in detail, you can have an idea. Okay. So initial ones, I would suggest you don't look into these things. Okay. I'm just omitting those every time, the initial ones, and look into the main points. So the ports are open, SSH and HTTP. So it's showing the scanning method, and since we have a script scanning, you can see the versions already I have copied these ones, right? So I don't need to transfer this again into my notepad. So it's very similar to the previous output. So what I want to know is, from this machine, Ubuntu machine, are there any scripts vulnerable running inside? So if I have a loophole, I can use that one. I can use that particular loophole and get in touch. Okay, so that's the next idea. In order to do that, so this is going to be your next step as well. Actually, for this lab, you don't need to go this much, but I'm just trying to get you some idea on what we generally do. Okay, so like actually in this lab, you the scripts and all, no need to search even. It's easier to get in touch. So I'm just explaining this. That's all. Okay. So this script, so here by this command like nmap hyphen hyphen script equals vulnerable. VULN stands for vulnerability. Vulnerability in the sense weaknesses, right? So this particular command is going to search whether our target machine, Ubuntu machine, is having running any vulnerable scripts in it. If it has any vulnerable script, we can utilize that one and get inside. Okay, get access. So let's see. Even if it doesn't have any script, already this machine is a basic machine as I told. So I can show you how we are going to perform further. But anyways, let's see the general, like if you try any other machine, you can do the same thing. First basic scan hyphen st and hyphen p. Next step, hyphen sv hyphen sc and hyphen t4 and hyphen v. Okay. Third step, hyphen hyphen script. So the script scan is complete. Let's see. So it doesn't show any particular vulnerable script or anything, right? But it does show robots.txt, which I will be explaining later. So when we found this HTTP port 80 is already open, right? So which means we can put this IP in the browser and we can load the website. This is what it means. Okay, so how you will do that one, let me show. In your browser, try. So this is what we are going to work on. 10026 http colon slash slash in a usual manner. Okay, so I'm typing http colon 10026. So let's see. Initially it might be boring a bit because I'm trying to explain you in a slow manner. Okay, so in that case, like, since these are for beginners, you just need to have an idea properly. So I just type http as I showed the commands, and no worries, these commands I will be posting in my GitHub repository or my Google Drive. So later on when the video is published, you can take the text document and notes, everything from those areas. Okay, so you can check the description, it will be there. So when we load the web page, it's showing this. Okay, but we don't see any valuable information here. Okay, you should try something new. It's just a basic website and it has the home icon. Let's see, and some other tabs. I'm just highlighting so it's visible, but nothing gets loaded. I am trying to click, but it's not working. So robots.txt is something which is like when a website uh, in developer end, they will have some particular notes kind of things, right? So those kind of information, whether particular sites are allowed or disallowed, those kind of information we can check from the robots.txt. But for now, we are not going to do that. Basically, we'll have a look at, right click and try view page source. Okay, there are two things in any website we are going to approach. One is view page source, one is inspect. Okay, whether you're trying to get into the cookie values, network analysis, the packets and all, you can go through the inspector. Okay, in my previous video I have already shown those things in the HTTP video. So now here view page source, so it opens. Okay, so here it's a basic HTML page, you can see, but what they made is like the username they have already given in. Okay, so as I already told, I will be copying those findings and I will be having it in my notepad. So in that case, it's easier for me later on when I'm trying to sort out. It's easier for me. I will be checking only this, because looking into such big files and folders, I can't just imagine how these people are having an idea and thinking and trying to hack. So my pages are clear, so it's easier for me. So now that we know the username, okay, and we know HTTP is open, SSH is open, and we have the username, but we don't have the password, right? So let's say if you have a password and you are having SSH port open, you can try SSH space the username and the IP 10.0.2.6, right? When I press enter, it will lead me to the password area. Password prompt will be there. So I need to provide the password. Since in this case I don't have the password at the moment, right? So what I'm planning to do, our next option we have already gone through. We found robots.txt is open here. If you didn't want to try with this script method, you can try another way to find the subdomains. Derby. Okay, so Derbuster and GoBuster are there. So Derby HTTP 10.0.26. Okay, so this will show you what are the subdomains in this particular site. Okay, like let's say whenever you got a site, there you can see after the IP index page, robots.txt page, server status. Usually there will be pages like home page or about page or careers. So these kind of pages, regular images, so photos, everything is there, right? So usually I'm saying. So here one interesting part is this robots.txt. So if you get any idea, like if you get any output in a particular stage of your ethical hacking, if you find this robots.txt is working, is there, then you just need to try that one. Okay, http colon slash slash 10.0.26 slash robots.txt. Okay, so if I press enter, I will be having the page. But in case if your web page like HTTP is using a different port number other than 80, you need to provide the colon and type, like let's say 8000 they are using the port. So at that time you will provide the IP and colon and 8000. Okay. After the colon, you can try slash robots.txt. But here in this case, they are using the default port for HTTP, which is 80. So I don't need to separately mention the port number. Okay. 10.0.26 is enough. Then slash and robots.txt. Uh, in case if you all can't see it clearly, I will write down the command and show later. Okay. Now just enter. So when I enter that one, I am seeing this in the robots.txt. I am seeing a particular word which is like, which is not a sentence or anything. It's kind of like encrypted or hash or anything. I'm not sure at this moment. What I can do, I can add it there, and also the robots.txt link, so that it will help you later when you all are going through it. Back to the point. So whenever you find a code like this, okay, what you need to do is mainly try hashes.com. Okay, there are a few other sites are there, crackstation.net, or similar sites are there on via online you can search. So I'm using hashes.com, and let me try. I paste the command, you can see it here, the full command. Okay. Then this captcha I need to provide them. Mention UPQN9. Okay, so after that I can submit searching. Okay, in case this will decode, like this will find what is the hash value meaning, like clear text. Okay, so submit. So it's providing us the answer. Let me copy it. So this is flag 1 they are mentioning. Okay, so from the hash, when you decrypt, finding the hash value, when it's cracked, it's giving you the flag 1. Okay, basically in this one hub cybersploit machine, you are going to see like 3 flags are hidden. First flag we have found here, and generally, like, these flags are like, in general, for example, like TryHackMe labs, they will have some flags just to find, and you can provide the answer. Okay, here now I have the flag, but I need to know, earlier you remember, in order to proceed further with the SSH login, I need a password. So actually, let me copy this one and check whether this is the password or not. Okay, so my next step is going to be SSH. Okay, my Kali machine, I'm trying to SSH. So make sure when you copy it properly. Okay, SSH username at the IP. Okay, enter. So server may need to upgraded, and like they're asking for the password. So let me provide the flag 1. Let me, sometimes the whole flag will not be the password, maybe the half of it. So those kind of things you need to try, kind of like trial and error method. So we got the login, guys. So that's it. Next step, ID command. I can see the user ID. UID is showing it's KV, and group ID also it's KV. Again, groups shown. So this is basically, this one says you have logged into that machine with a user. It's KV is the name of the user. You can try like that, username. Okay, but still you don't have the root access, which means the admin access. For now, we just entered there, we just landed, we didn't get the full information or permissions. Okay, so I can try who am I, but I'm not sure. Some commands work and some don't. Okay, so who am I works good. Get system or sysinfo. Sometimes it's working. Yeah, sysinfo not installed, so it's not going to work. So just like that, I know now. Next step. Let me explain you what I have come across. Okay, we are inside that machine for now, for Ubuntu machine. So next, we had our Kali machine. We have done the SSH. We have reached the Ubuntu machine. Okay, as this user. Okay, still we need to become the admin user. Okay, so those kind of thing is going to be our next step. So for now we have found the flag 1, and we tried SSH, and flag 1 is the password for the SSH. Okay, so what you can understand from this particular point is like simply uh, trying the command like the SSH. So see, for now we have found the HTTP robots.txt, and we found the keyword, which means the password. And after getting the password, we tried our SSH login with the username previously found and the IP. Okay, So I hope you can understand up to this much. Okay. So so far it's not hard, I believe. So that's why I'm trying to get you on. Like, if you are confused at this point, for the upcoming points you are going to miss, you'll be confused. Okay. So just have an idea. That's all. We scan the ports. We found what are the ports open. These are two main like initial steps. After knowing the ports like SSH and HTTP, we found if HTTP is open, definitely the browser, you can try from the browser whether it's working or not. Then by derby or some commands, okay, let me try and write it for you. Derby. So this will give you the show you the subdomains. What is like about page, home page, those kind of things you can find with the derby command. Okay. So even Shodan IO could work as well. So that one I will show you later. For now, this is where we are. Okay. We are inside the Ubuntu machine right now, but we don't have the full privilege like an administrator. Okay. We are yet a user with limited privileges. Okay. But we have the password of the user. So let me clear the screen. Next step, ls command. Let me try from here, or pwd, present working directory. So it's showing I'm in the home directory. So for now, I just try to reach the router. Actually, I know I can't reach. So permission denied, you can see. Why? Because I don't have privileges for to become a root. So in order to do that, let me first list what items are here. ls space hyphen l, which will show me, you can see, okay, flag 2 is like in hand. So cat command flag 2.txt. So this is our next challenge. It's not a challenge at all. So flag 2 is showing like few numbers jumbled together. Okay, we just copy this one as usual. We add it, and I will go to the browser, and here in the hashes.com, I think I couldn't find this from the hashes.com, because let me show you. It showed like to create a account email ID. So what I did is cyberchef. Okay, for now I'm just demonstrating the hashes what they showed me. Okay, providing the capture, they told like whether pay or create the email to do so. So I don't need to do the both of it, either one, not sure. So what I'm doing is going to cyberchef.org. Okay, cyberchef.org, which will help me get the decrypt this one. Like it's kind of like an encryption or anything. So in the input and output I can get. So in the input I'm providing it. So when I provided this one in the input, the flag 2, if I see this particular like symbol, it means they found something regarding this person. So click on that one, and you will see the magic. So good work. That's what they are saying. Copy it and paste it. So you can see flag 2 is already in hand. Okay, so I'm not sure whether this is a password or what it is. I just found the flag too, that's all. And by going through the labs, I know already there are 3 flags. So we found the flag too. Yet we don't have any idea regarding the admin access. And this cyber chef, I just wanted to tell you all, you can change the options as well. Like it's decoding and decrypting certain things. By using the cyber chef, certain algorithms are used in order to decrypt what we are providing. Okay, so here it use this uh, something. I can provide a recipe. You can see showing a recipe, right? From the left pane, you can select certain things, protocols or algorithms. It will use accordingly and do it. But better just try it first. Since this is a basic lab, we don't need to strain much. Get into the terminal, and I found the flag too. So ls-l I have already done, and what else I can do? So here, let me grab some info regarding this machine actually. So we copied the port details, Ubuntu, Debian, those kind of things. Let's see whether any other output we are missing or not. Actually, it's better when you see like this. It's better if you like dir desktop. Okay, so if desktop is empty, documents, so all showing empty. So in case like just for analysis, here everything is empty, but you can try through each directory and figure out whether there are any other flag or any detail later on any other machines I'm saying. Okay, just make it a general practice. Oh, let me try whether any information regarding the Ubuntu machine is available. So we have scanned first, and we have gone through the basic scan and in-map scans in that information. So let me check some details, like for example, let's say when I did the SSH, I found this one, right? So welcome to Ubuntu 12.0 LTS GNU Linux and generate this. So let's just have an idea. Check on this one. Let me copy it. Actually, it should be there in the previous output as well. When we did the scanning and all, it should be there somewhere. Okay. I told it's a total jumble of information, so it's really hard to check on that one by one. So that's the reason I just picked the main ones, main information, and paste it here. Okay. So now I'll browse Google, just search for this Ubuntu LTS GNU Linux 3.33 generate. Let me see. Okay, good. So I'm coming up with a point like exploit DB. Exploit DB is a database of exploits, and we can check this one, this site, in order to get some idea on how the exploits work and how you can mitigate, how you can protect your machines, how we can utilize the exploit. So it's a basic exploit database, okay? But be mindful when you are using it. Okay. So here, my problem I am having is like, for now, I already logged into the machine, right? I'm already having the Ubuntu machine's access as a user, but I need admin privilege. So I searched upon the version, Ubuntu version from the output, and I am finding exploit DB has a vulnerability which is matching local privilege escalation, right? So which means like it's going to exploit, and it can help you to get the privilege like root privilege or administrator level one. Okay, so what I'm planning to do is, I have gone through this one already, no issue. So from here I can download the exploit. So if I download, I'm in my Kali VM, the exploit will be downloaded to my machine, my Kali machine, right? So how I can get into this? I need that particular script in my Ubuntu machine. It's the target machine. So what we can do, you can go to session and new tab. Okay, I have already done, right? So in my Kali machine, I can try getting into downloads. Okay, so ls-l. In my case, I have already tried these ones. Okay, oh, that should be in my downloads page. It should have the file already. Okay, you can see how many times I have done this. So this one is the recent one, I think. Okay, so this is the file we have downloaded here, the exploit. Okay, so it's downloaded into my Kali machine. So the thing is simple. I just wanted you all to know what we are planning to do next. So we downloaded one particular file. Okay, let's say exploit.c. So it's a C program file I have downloaded, okay, to my Kali machine. But what I need to do is, I need this file as a executable, okay, convert this one into a executable in my the VM, which is Ubuntu, our target. Okay, so what we are doing, from the Kali machine we downloaded a file, and we are going to transfer that file into the Ubuntu machine, and from the Ubuntu machine we will be executing that file. Okay, so when you run that file in the Ubuntu machine, it will give you privilege as root. Okay, this is going to be the target. So in order to do this one, we can't simply do it from here, from the Kali machine. You need to make this Kali machine as a hosting server, HTTP server. How you will do, check whether Python is supported, okay, in the Kali. So from Python, you can have a command, Python http dot server -m port 80. Okay, so this is going to be the command, Python http -m 80. Okay, so when I run this particular command, if I'm having the file, downloaded file in my downloads folder, okay, in that case So you can see my download folder is there. From the download folder, I'm having this downloaded file. Okay, so in the particular folder, particular downloads folder, I need to run this Python command, Python -m http server port 80 if I'm using the http one. Okay, so this command is enough for you. So the Kali machine in this folder, it will be reachable to this Ubuntu machine by what? So let me clear the screen. So now my Kali machine is hosting server Python command -m http server port 80. Okay, it has this file. Okay, this particular one. Next, what I'm going to do, from my Ubuntu machine, I'm going to try to download this file. I can reach by wget command. Okay, wget http the IP of my Kali VM. Remember, it's not my Ubuntu VM because the hosting PC is my Kali VM now. So I'm going to download from there / the file name, exact file name with the quotation provided. Okay, let's see, and it will be downloading. After downloading, what I can do, still I can't execute it because I can check the permission. If that particular one, if that particular file is not executable, which means it doesn't have the permission or something, we need to compile it by using the GCC. Okay, from the GCC you can try. GCC is a C compiler. Okay, so let's say this is the file name GCC, and the file name, and -o is going to be the output. It will create a executable file. Okay, so this is the aim we are going to do. For now, I just gave the intro. I explained slowly. So since you guys are beginners, or like maybe you might already know these things, but I just wanted this to help for the beginners even. Okay, so our target is clear, I believe. Clear screen now. Let me copy the file name which I downloaded into my. Even the codes are there. You need to copy if it is there. Okay, because since the same file name appears, it's showing the code. So what is my next step? Host Kali VM as server, where Python -m http dot server port 80. So this part I need to do it in the downloads folder since my downloads are there. Okay, so I copy this command. So already I'm in the downloads folder, you can see, right? This one shows downloads. So I can Python -http server. Okay, execute it. So it's showing serving HTTP on port 80, which means it started hosting. So I can download this downloads folders files contents from my Ubuntu machine. Okay. So how we can download it by using the command wget http 102.3. I believe this is my IP of the machine. Okay, I'm not sure. 10.0.2.3 or 2.1 or whatever it is. Let's check before executing. I think in the first step I have already tried that one. IP checking. Yeah, 10.0.2.3. Yeah. If not, you can try the if config. Okay. So if config command will give you the detail. VirtualBox error. Okay. So let me close the terminal because it got stuck. So meanwhile, when I try to get into the flag and download that file and execute, the VM got some issue in dev scene. So I'm just shutting down the VM and I restarted it. And I'm just going to show you how. So after a quick recap, quickly, I will start the VMs and let's see how we can download that file into the Ubuntu machine and execute it and get the root access. Okay. Now both VMs are loaded. So let me log into the Kali machine and quickly I continue from the like. Let me host my Kali VM with the download folder and from there let's try. Okay. Because no point in like again recapping everything because that's the reason I started like from beginning. I just went through slowly, so you might be bored. Like I don't want to increase the video length even. Okay, so quickly sudo arp-scan -l because since I restarted the VM, the IP there is a chance the IP could change. So I can see 10.0.2.3 is my IP, Kali virtual machine IP. So that's no issue. And I believe this one also, the Ubuntu machine also remaining in the same 10.0.2.6. Okay. So let me move on to the downloads folder. The downloads folder, the folder is there, so I can simply host it and see. If meanwhile, from the other session, like session 2, I open from here. I will try to reach that SSH command. Okay, SSH. The username is same and 10.0.2.6. So we might need the SSH password again. So where can I grab? Maybe it's on the robots.txt. If not, I might be already having it in my previous exposures. So let me check that one as well. Guys, the Kali VM restarted, but it still has all the browser information, everything, since we didn't close it. Right? Excuse. Also, I already have this. Let me say this. Okay. Thankfully, I already got this previous one, which I closed without saving. So the password, let me check. This is going to be the SSH password. Okay. I already have it here. Not sure why my PC is. Maybe it's turned on since for a long time now. I was learning something else and I just thought to record another video as well. That's why. So let me paste this. So SSH logged in. So ID command. So you can see the username is there. Okay. So now you know it's in the Ubuntu machine. So I'm getting the other session one. So which what I'm going to do is I have already downloaded the exploit. Okay. So in this file, I need to download this file into the Ubuntu VM. So for that, what I need to do, I need to host this particular downloads folder. So what I can do is like Python. In case if you want to check the version of Python, you can try this. Python version 3 is there already. So I'm trying Python -m. Sorry for my having a bad nose. So Python -m http.server port 80. Enter it. So it's showing I'm hosting this particular site. Okay, particular folder. Wherever you downloaded that exploit file, that particular folder you need to run this like Python command and host it. Okay. So moving on to the next tab, and from the Ubuntu machine, again ID checked, and I'm trying to download that file. How I can download? HTTP wget http colon slash n023. So basically, I hope you know this what I'm doing. From my Ubuntu machine, I have the basic access as a user. I don't have the root access. For that, I'm downloading a file from the Kali machine. Okay, so I'm having http 10023. Okay, and what is the file name I need to download? I have to copy that one. So since this is the file name, let me copy. So when you're copying, copy it with the comma. Okay, don't leave anything. So Ctrl+C+V to paste. Let me check. It's okay. Not any spaces or anything. No. Okay. So wget the HTTP with the IP. It's like you are telling to download this particular file from that Kali machine, which is already hosting as a web server. Okay. So you can see HTTP resolving HTTP failed, name of service not known. What is that? Sorry. So you can see here, I didn't add two slashes, right? I just added once, two forward slashes. It's a typing mistake. So as said, we can make mistakes in the PC mode. So okay. So when I provided the command, so http wget command is downloading the contacting the Kali VM on the downloads folder and trying to download this file, and you can see the response from our previous video. 200 OK mean it reached and it downloaded, saving to this. So now that this Ubuntu machine has that file, ls-l will show me See, the file is there. Okay. So what I need to do is I can execute and see whether it's possible to execute this one. But here, so I can see this particular file is there, but the file name is this one. Okay. Don't try this name. Most of the time this will not work. Okay. So better to provide the exact name you have specified before. You see, it's showing the file name and save. Okay. So now next step, just try to. I know this will not work. I'm just demonstrating. Okay. Slash and paste. I'm trying to execute it. Enter. Okay. Okay. So it's not executed. Okay. So this is what happened. So what I'm planning to do is I'm going to make this file executable. So executable files will have a X, right? In the front column, first column, you can see this one has only read write permission. It doesn't have the executable function. So let me try that. Okay, how we can make it an executable? We can, since this is a C file, C program file, we can compile it. GCC is a compiler, and the file name provided. Control Shift C for copying, Control Shift V for pasting, space, hyphen O, output. I'm going to mention output. Even if you didn't mention anything, it will create a file, new one. If not, you can provide a file name. Test. Okay, test is my file name I'm going to provide. Okay, or test one. Let me. Okay, so enter. Previously, when I tried, I already created new 372. Maybe that could be a reason. Again, it's not working. I'm not sure. Let me check. Okay, just for checking purpose. So, okay, it works, right? So maybe already the file has been compiled and it already the same file is there. New 372 is my executable file. Okay. So again, when I tried, it's not working because maybe that's the reason. If not, in order to demonstrate, again, let me move on to this. For example, downloads folder or documents folder and try the same thing. Okay. So let me exit from here. Okay. You can see ls-l, the same one. Okay. So cd documents ls-l, in the documents folder it's empty. Okay, so what I'm planning to do, I'm going to download this particular file into this documents folder. Okay, because yet my http server is running, the Kali VM is running, it's hosting the file, so I can reach. So no issues. So let me check, there's some issue with my. Okay, let me check 37292.c directly. Okay, let me download this one. Enter it. So it's downloaded. ls-l 37292.c is there. So gcc .c compile -o new. Okay, great. So this file is downloaded well. The previous two files, due to the same file being copied and the arrow marks is having issues, I think. So now if I try, okay, this GCC with output file new, it's created here. Okay, so when I try the first file name to download, it's working fine. So when I go through the other files, like repeatedly when I download it, maybe there's a issue with the uh, curly brace and okay, the brackets. Okay. So here you can see earlier for the file, there's no, the downloaded file, there's no executable permission, RWX, it's not there. So in the new file, you can see it has the executable permission. So next step, just execute it, /new. Okay, so I'm having the file is executed. So let me check my privilege escalation done. So user ID, when I search, it's showing root. Okay, due to some issues with the file names, it got dragged. Like I was planning to finish it quickly, some issues happened. Okay, my bad. So let's see what are the files here. So there's no any files. EWD. We are inside the documents slash. So let's see here. Okay, there's icon L. Flag2.txt is there. Flag3 is not there. Okay. So what else we can do? We have the root permission. We have the flag 2. So what next? Maybe the root folder, home folder or something. cd/root. Okay. And it's a good thing. Let's see. pwd. Yeah. ls -l. Okay. Let's go. So root folder, the final flag.txt. You can see. Okay. So let me open this one. Cat final flag.txt. Great. So flag 3 is here. Copy it and editing the password. So I'm not going to share you this ones because I have a better version which I used when I created, when I learned, I was using. So let me share that one in the Git repository or via my Google Drive. I will add those details in the description so you can check it and you can figure it out. So basically now I hope you know what we were doing, right? So already I have the machine access and root access, everything, and 3 flags are found. Okay, many congratulations. That's good. So now it drags some time because of this one. Otherwise, it should work properly because you can see here, I'm downloading the same file again and again, and it shows even the same name is there, right? At least I should have renamed. Okay, that's fine. So finally, it worked with my previous first file name without the brackets. It works fine. Okay, I downloaded. So let me move on to my Kali virtual machine. Since I have made it host, you can see every time I download something, it's showing the get command has been received. Okay, so just additional learnings. Let me stop by Control C. Okay, here also Control C. Exit. Okay, Control C again. Exit or quit. Okay, exit command. So that's enough. And when dealing with the exploit DB, be careful because it contains vulnerabilities, exploits. Okay, Right now I have it. I downloaded it into my PC, right? So if someone could reach it, there can be chances, right? In my same network, I believe nobody is doing it for the moment. Just saying. Okay. So hashes.com, you can go through it to, like, when you wanted to decrypt some hash algorithms, you can try it. CyberChef, you can use it for the sake of finding some, like, based on some algorithm. If anybody encrypt or decrypt, you can go through it. Okay. So close this ones, everything, and if needed, save it. Just name it as a test one. So that's it, guys. I'm going to close this VM. If not, okay, it's okay. Let me give you some examples what we did as a summary. You just want to, it would be helpful for you. So what we did, first of all, from the Kali machine, we tried to reach the Ubuntu machine via the SSH. Okay, I'm explaining from the middle range, okay, not from the very beginning. We used to scan the ports and we found HTTP, SSH, everything, and we found some username and password. What we did from the robots.txt, we found some passwords as well. So after SSH using the username, password, SSH success. After SSH, we didn't have the privilege, right? For the privilege, what we did, we need to we downloaded the exploit by searching in the exploit DB, the OS version of the Linux, sorry, the Ubuntu. Yeah. So after searching in the exploit DB, we found the exploit. We can download that one. But where we downloaded, it's been downloaded to our Kali machine, right? So from there, we need to transfer it where, to our Ubuntu machine. So how we did that one? We made our download folder by using the http.server command of Python to host the folder directory, and by hosting, this Kali VM became the web server, like a web server it acts. So from there, after that, from the Ubuntu, we try to download it by wget command, okay, via the HTTP protocol, IP and folder name we gave, okay. So the file will be downloaded, that 372.c file. Hope you remember. It got downloaded, right? So after downloading, what? Still the file is a C file, right? You know. So 372.c is a C file. So we try to compile it by using GCC command. C hyphen O is the output. You can give a name of a file or just leave it empty. Still, after you press enter, it will automatically create a new file with executable permissions. You know, read permission, write permission, executable permission, right? So that's what they are in the VM area. So when you try ls-l, it shows the X option, which means the executable permission is there. After you get the executable permission in the same folder, you just need to try dot slash and the file name. That's all. Directly you got the admin access, which is the root access. Okay, simple. I believe it's clear. So I will try to perform the other labs as well and combine this and post together. Okay. I am making these videos in a slow manner, okay? Because in case if you feel like it's too slow, then you can change the speed and leave it on 1.5 or 1.25 speed. So you can go through it. The notes, everything will be readily available in my Git repository by the time when I post. You can check the description as well, okay? And if there are any commands like maybe from my side I need to go through this one or something, any suggestion, you just add it in the description. Okay, thank you.